Morning and happy Monday. Today is December 11th, 2017. This is my week 27 post-VSG surgery update. Back in November of 2016, I joined my bariatric program out of Bay State Medical Center in Springfield, Massachusetts, weighing 234 pounds. On my day of surgery, which was June 5th, 2017, I weighed 219 pounds. And this morning, I weighed in at, drumroll, 147.6, which is a 3-pound loss from last week and an overall loss of 71 pounds since surgery. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy about that. I'm elated about that. And I will say that I have continued to increase the amount of water that I'm having. I've slowed down on the Powerade a lot, and I strongly believe that that is very much helping. So I highly recommend increasing your water. So a couple things that I want to talk about today. I had my 6-month review with my nutritionist and my surgeon last Friday. All went really well, big pats on the back for how much weight I've lost, and I'm like, yay, glee. And that went really well, but both of them are concerned about the amount of protein that I'm getting, the fact that I am not reaching my protein goal, and that I have never reached my protein goal. So, I thought that I would kind of talk about that because I can't be the only person out there who's having this issue. It's not even that I'm choosing to keep my protein where it is, and I get about 40 to 45 grams of protein a day, right? But I'm not doing it on purpose. I really am not. I have a hard time eating protein-packed foods. They're very, very, very heavy in my belly. They're very heavy. And there's certain things that I absolutely cannot eat. It's gotten to the point that certain meats, if I was to put them in my mouth, they would make me absolutely nauseous, and I wouldn't be able to chew them without spitting them out. And that is beef. Beef is my new nemesis. It's funny though, because I love to cook steak for my daughter. I absolutely love it. I love the way that it smells. I like to prepare it, come up with all sorts of different dishes for it, but as far as me, no, I can't eat that. I'm not going to eat that. Other things that are out, ground turkey or turkey in general, even the dark meat of turkey, which I think is silly, because I can eat like 3 bites of chicken, dark meat chicken, and yeah, not get sick, but turkey makes me sick, so I don't understand. But whatever. So push comes to shove, meats are really difficult for me to eat. The only meats that I have found that work well with me is crab and scallops. I can eat a little bit more than 1/4 cup of each one of those, which is really nice because it makes me feel like I'm eating a full meal. It's great. But it's also a less dense protein, the seafood is. So I really like that. I even have a hard time with lentils and beans because they feel denser in my sleeve. So right now I have to stick with the shakes and with the protein bars. And unfortunately, although I do know in my brain that there are shakes out there that are, 30 to 40 grams of protein, and it would take 2 of those for me to get up to or close to my protein goal. they don't taste good to me. This is the one that works for me, but it's only 15 grams of protein, and that's so sad because I really, really like it. And I have tried to add unflavored protein to my protein shake, and it sucks. So I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh. I've tried the Unguri, I think it was, unflavored, and it was just so grainy and gritty that I just didn't work. And protein shakes, I mean, the protein bars that do work are like this one. Who is it made by? It's a Protein Genius, I think. Yes. Maybe? I don't know, whatever. It's a Power Crunch bar. And if you haven't had one, they're super. Great flavor. This one happens to be chocolate mint. And it has wafers, like, I don't know, can you guys see? It has wafers on the inside and then like a little creamy filling. The only thing about these is that they fill me up really, really fast. I can eat a quarter of one of these, and it takes me about half an hour to eat that quarter of the protein bar. But it's very, very, very filling, and it sits very, very heavy and for a very long time. So I don't go for those all that often. But I do enjoy the taste of them, but not that often. So it takes me more than a day to finish one, if I even go back to it. The other thing is that I found these actually at Aldi's. If you have an Aldi's near you, that's awesome. I love Aldi's. But I picked this up for, I think it was either $5 or $6. I'm not even sure. But the best thing about these, like, these are my favorite protein bars. And the reason for that is because the inside, there's no cream, there's no chewy filling. It's crunchy on the inside. So for some reason, that crunch seems to work with me much better than the creamy filled ones like, who is it, Quest Bar. I bought a few of those Quest Bars. Didn't work well for me. They also sat like 2 bites into the Quest Bar, and they taste great. I won't lie, they taste really good, but they just sit really, really heavy, and that's very uncomfortable for me, so I choose not to do it. So anyway, I will be heading out after I make the video and go shopping and go get more seafood and put that in the house. I actually have dinner plan to do shrimp tonight and see if I can do any better with the shrimp than what I had done before. Both the nutritionist, no, primarily it was a nutritionist that kept prompting me to keep trying the stuff that works for me and keep trying it and see if I can eat a little bit more, because she too would like to see me off of the shakes and the protein bars and actually eating real food. And I'm like, well, that would be awesome, because like what would make me so super happy in life is to get out of eating anything processed. That would make me very happy. The best I feel is after I have a little spinach salad, and I can eat about a cup of a spinach salad, which is raw spinach and cucumber and tomato and carrot and pickle and onion. I know, you do strange things after you have a sleeve sometimes. I do. I put pickles in my salad and it tastes so good. But I don't have any salad dressing on that. But I feel my energy is up, my mood is up. It just makes me feel really good to just eat that spinach salad. And I swear, if I could just have spinach salad day in, day out, then I would. But I can't, because I have to drink my protein shake and eat my protein bar so I get some protein in there. And sometimes I put nuts on my salad, or sometimes I have the nuts right after I have my salad. Anyway, so I have that short-term goal of reaching or trying to reach that protein goal of 70 grams of protein a day. Let's see if I can't increase even a little bit out of that 45 grams of protein a day. which is a beautiful segue into what I want to talk about next. And that is what I feel has absolutely helped me the most. What have I done that has helped me the most pre-op and post-op throughout my entire journey? And that's goal setting, right? It sounds so easy. I'm going to set some goals. It is. It truly is. Being able to set up some goals for yourself helps keep you motivated and keeps you from kind of self-sabotaging. Keeps you on track. So, for example, I have, let's just take this week. I have the short-term goal of increasing my protein. And it will probably be like that for the rest of next week too. But anyway, so I want to increase my protein up to 70 grams. So that's my short-term goal. And I'm going to do what I can to try to reach that goal. And because it's short-term, then in a week, by next Monday, I'll be able to say whether or not I've met that goal and whether or not I want to continue that goal. And if so, I want to continue, then what can I do to tweak to help me out? Or, hey, this has really worked for me, and be able to share that on with you guys. And then I also have long-term goals, and my long-term goals are weight-based. And they can be anything. Your long-term goals can be anything that you want, as long as it takes you a while to meet them. Like certain people have the long-term goal of getting off their medication, or being able to get into a single-digit pant or dress size, or I'm not, like, there's a whole, it's overwhelming. To be able to wrap a bath towel around you, to be able to wear your seatbelt comfortably and not having it like right up your neck. Excuse me. And that's a long-term goal. But for me, mine are weight-based. So when I got out of surgery, I set my long-term goal to get down to what my nutritionist has set down for her goal weight for me, which was 160 to 165. Now, when I got down to 170, I added a new long-term goal, and that still is, to get down to a healthy BMI of 25. And for me, the weight that I would need to be would be 141. Now, I am only 6 pounds from that. So it's time for me to start thinking about another goal to become long-term for me. But not too long-term, you know what I mean? So it's still something that I can strive for and go and get. And ways that I help to keep myself to meet those goals, again, this is all about VSG, so in my journey and how I reach my VSG goals. So how do I keep myself on task to meet those goals? The first thing I do is I log everything that I eat. Now, I'm sure that if you're pre-op, and I'm sure if you're post-op, you do the same thing, but here's one more person saying it. If it goes in your mouth, track it. There are 1,001 apps for tracking your food and your exercise and all this other stuff. I highly recommend Verytastic. It's awesome. I can't say enough good things about it. Anything and everything that you need if you are a bariatric patient or you're seriously looking to lose weight, Verytastic is the way to go, and that's Baritastic, Verytastic. It's outstanding. All sorts of supports and trackers and timers and places to put pictures and journal and logging your exercise. Everything's all right there for you. It even does your micronutrients, which is the bomb. Okay, so biggest way to help yourself is to log your food, and don't not put it in there because you think that you shouldn't be putting it in there. Put it in there. It's the only way that you're going to be accountable. The other thing that I do is I keep a video journal. Now you saw, if you've watched my first video, that I totally was video journaling from pre-op on up, but I had lost my videos because I reset my tablet where all my videos were, and I had only put a few on memory disk or flash drive. And so I lost all of that, and that's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking, because I am one of those people that would go back and watch my videos and look for inspiration and what knowledge did I have at this point, and look at how far I've come, and oh my gosh, what a whole different person. I never realized that about myself before. So I love video journaling. And if you don't have means to do a video journal, and you don't have to, if you want to do a YouTube, thumbs up. I love it. And let me know if you have a YouTube channel. Just comment down below and I will totally subscribe. Absolutely. I love, no matter what stage you're at or where you are in your journey, people have wealths of knowledge, and they're inspiring and they're motivational, and you know, they share ideas and peps, and you know, sometimes you're just commiserating and empathizing with other YouTubers. It's a wonderful, wonderful support network. I definitely love the YouTubers, the VSG YouTubers. And if you have no means to do a video journal for yourself or for public, then definitely take pictures and start as soon as you can. Because I think, again, being able to go back and see where you came from and what you wanted out of life at that point and what you wanted out of your surgery at different points and times, I think that's important to have, again, to keep you on track and to keep you motivated. And the last thing I have is probably one of the biggest and hardest things to change, and that is changing your rewards. I know, right? It's just that back before we were pre-op, I know that in my life that when anything big happened, you know, whether it's whether my daughter got an A on her test, or it was a holiday, an anniversary, a birthday, I haven't seen you for a while, a date, all of that was food-based. Let's go to a restaurant, let's go out to eat, let's get a pizza, let's go out for drinks, let's do this, let's do that. And it was all food-based, right? It's the hardest thing that I've had to change, is not doing food rewards. Instead, now it's, oh my gosh, I lost 50 pounds. I'm so getting a mani-pedi. Or I've been taking my vitamins all this week. I'm so proud of myself. I am going to go to a movie or something like that. I've met my goal, my big goal. I've lost 100 pounds. I'm taking a trip. I'm getting a tattoo. Whatever it is, you know, I do believe that long-term goals, you should have a reward for yourself there. It's something to, besides weight or getting off those meds or whatever that goal is, on top of that, put down a reward for yourself and make it appropriate. You know, if it's a hard goal, then make it a bigger reward. If it's an easier goal for you, then don't go all out on that reward. You know, it helps you stay accountable. It helps keep you motivated. It keeps you from kind of backtracking and doing those same behaviors that we did before we were pre-op. So that's all my inspiration that I have, and I do hope that the goal setting inspires some people out there to please do that. And other than that, I will see you next Monday. Everybody have a great week, and thanks for watching.